What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Cardboard Cane. We are back again with another Shrouded Fable opening. We've got another 2 boxes of ETBs, where the first pair of ETBs we opened were good. The second pair of ETBs we opened were better. So it's kind of thrown out the whole analytical seeding of what's in each box, but it's not a bad thing, because those 2 that I opened in the previous video might have just been a little bit lucky. So, going forward, this is where the averages and the assumptions of what's in each box really comes down into like far more of like a solidified, I guess, formula in terms of what is in what. Because they're following the formula of two reverse hollow energies, so you can tell that there is a formula to what they're trying to follow, so it is definitely being seeded in some way or form. In terms of how it is, I think I was talking about it, like once you get like a big hit, and I said it happened like with the Paldean Fates, where if you got a big hit, it didn't take up a hit spot, if that makes any sense. So you still got your sort of your pre-designated spread +1 type of thing. So depending on how this third pair goes, and we've got, I believe, another 2 pairs sitting in the box ready to go. I think, honestly, at the moment, ETBs feel pretty decent to get. We still haven't got any old arts, only the secret rare. Yes! Alright, so in the last video, we opened up was it the Dust Skull? Yeah, we opened up the Dust Skull in the previous one. And it does look like... Yep. Okay, good. My main gripe was, every single time, you know, the Pokemon Company makes these kind of cards where they're all kind of like next to each other, they look like they're meant to be next to each other, they put one next to the other, and then they put like the last one 20 years that way in the book. And it's aggravating, to say the least, because it kicks in a massive OCD at that point, and I don't think anyone can really complain with my gripe on that one, because that's just silly. That's just plain silly. I don't understand why they do it, which is why I'm kind of glad as a master setter they kind of release like certain other different cards and everything, so things line up properly. But then sometimes you have to take things into your own hands. So I believe, like, if we remember back to Scarlet Base, is it Scarlet Base, the one with Spidops and Tarantula? And you have them both up, like, there's like the Scyther in one, and yeah. You know the one I'm talking about. If you collect cards, if you collect Pokemans, you know the 2 cards I'm talking about. The Tarantula and the Spidops EX. The Spidops EX being an alt art. And they made it go so far the other way. And the only way to really appreciate those 2 cards if they were like on top of each other. And it was just like, Don't release those kind of cards. Don't do that, especially because, you know, you'd have to like completely rearrange a book and put it out a numbered system. It's silly. It's not a wise plan, and I don't think they've done it again, and I don't think they are gonna do that again. But then they went and followed that up with like the Rolt's Gardevoir Curlier situation, and they made the Gardevoir an alt art. So if you weren't gonna have them together like that, it would be forward by like about 15 cards. Don't do that. Don't. You're making a lot of people angry. You have no idea. You're making a lot of people angry. Just because they can't have the book they need to have it, because it's like, but they should be together. But then the numbers are all messed up. Alright, so far we've got the 1 hit, which I'm pretty happy with. We've got the Dust Noir there. If I can get a Dusclops, I'll be insanely happy. Still no alt art hits though. I feel as though I might be very unlucky with this set in terms of alt arts, which makes me a little happier that they took 2 of the alt arts out that we're able to open in the special illustration collection. I feel like there's a hit in here. Yes, there is, and it's an Okie Dokie, and I believe that this is a double. So, we haven't run into our reverse hollow energies yet. And I believe the first pair of ETBs had 3 hits. The second pair of ETBs had 4 hits each. And there's our reverse holo energy. Houndoom, Eevee, Sylveon, Malamar, Janines, Houndour, Joltik, and Ursaluna. After all these boxes are open, I'm going to have to go through and start sleeving a whole set of reverse holos and whatnot, but... Ta-da! Alright, okay, so we've got 2 more packs left after this one, which means one of those 2 packs has a reverse holo energy in it. And we should be owed 1 more hit in here. Should be 2 more packs to go in this first ETB. As I mentioned in the first video upon coming back to Shrouded Fables, it's been a while since our last video, and I kind of fell out of practice of opening packets and that kind of stuff, so I was a little slow to start with. But I think it's all coming back to me now. Oh no, we've tripled up on this one. We've tripled up on that A-Spec. That A-Spec is now our triple. So, you know what, hopefully I can run into people that have the, I don't know how many A-Specs are in this set. I'd assume there's about 3 to 4. Hopefully I run into people that need the Dangerous Laser. Hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, so last packet of the first EP, that went by fast, and there's our secondary. So, if we go by the first pair, this should have no hit. If we go by the second pair, this should have a hit. So if we're averaging, this should be a miscut half card hit. Let's have a look. Cassie, Axe, and no hit. Okay, so we're following the first pair. We're following the first pair of ETBs by the looks of it. And now I'm wondering if a case of ETBs are seated in a way where from the front, 3, 4, 3, 4. And I'm just theorizing now. I'm going too far over my head right now. I'm just trying to figure it out. That's ADHD brain for you, and somehow that's stuck into that thing. That's ADHD brain for you, where you try to think things that just don't really matter because you're going to open them all anyway. But it's handy for you guys out there that do take far more of a methodical approach to figuring out whether or not you're buying a full case or you're picking stuff out of a case, or what to expect if you're buying loose ETBs. So, put those to the side there. Really happy with the Dust Noir there. It is 9 packets, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, cool. Alrighty. I believe right around the corner from this video there should be a mini tin video coming up. It should be the next one. Because as I mentioned, the mini tins are a little bit delayed. Everything here in Australia is delayed. Everyone in America has already opened up every single product under the sun. Whereas we're over here like, well, where's mine? And there's our first hit for this box. It's a Kingdra. Unfortunately, that is a double. Be interesting if I don't hit all the base EXs and I actually need to trade with other people for their base EXs too. But we've got a few Fezandipitis, we've got a few, or 1 extra Kingdra and a I think another Okidoki, I think it is. That being said though, if you are local, if you are a Sydney local, and I have doubles that you need, and you have doubles that, hey, there we go, there's our art rare. Awesome. If you have doubles that I need, leave me a comment down below. I wouldn't mind doing a meetup. I help you, you help me. Not a bad deal. Bring the trading back to trading card games, right? Alright. Also, very sorry, I didn't really show that off, that Q-Fan. The card art, honestly, is kind of like stepping up a bit. Like, they look good. Anyone that says that this, like, for me, it's hard not to like modern Pokemon, to be honest. Like, I look at like the WotC cards and everything, like the super duper vintage ones, and I'm like, I don't like them as much as mid-modern and then modern. Like, you know what I mean. Like absolute base set, I'm just like, nah, it doesn't get me. It doesn't tickle my pickle at that point. Mid-modern, like mid-WotC, like, you know, like further on down the track a bit, like, you know, you got your like Delta EX species and all that kind of stuff. I could be like, yeah, okay, I can get on board with those ones. Some of those look cool. But that might be a bit blasphemous for me to say, but like pure base set, I can appreciate from like a wow, that's old, and wow, that's like, you know, if it's in good condition, I kind of stuff, be like, oh, that's pretty cool. But not like, oh, I wish I had a set. I'm not part of that crew, unfortunately. I can appreciate though. I can definitely appreciate the room, Decidueye, and Copperaja. So right now we have 5 packs left. In theory, 1 more hit and 1 more reverse energy. In theory. In theory. Okay, no reverse hollow energy. Janines, Xerosic, Kyurem, Cassiopeia, Zorua, and we got another double. Oh, I am so infamous in hitting doubles. I am terrible with doing that. I am terrible. I do it all the time. Start off strong, finish weak. That being said though, we do have 4 more packs left in this ETB. I got a funny feeling that there's something big in here, because that's a lot of packs to not have a hit in them. I didn't really shuffle them around, so I feel like there's a hit in this box, like a big one. A big one's coming, maybe. Oh, okay, well there's another one, that's a double. So this is a 4+ hit box, possibly. Possibly. I think my friend... Oh, there we go. There's our other holo. She wants the Cassiopeia alt art, I believe. I think that might be the one of the big hits for the set. Crobat and Cresselia. Second last pack. So this box obviously a little bit better in terms of hit spread than the other box, but the other box I believe probably has more value to it, and especially because it's added to my set. This one's added a few to the set too, or 1, sorry. Still something. Cufant, Ursaluna, and another double Okidogi. Actually, I want to read this one because, let's see here. To search your deck for up to 2 basic and then attach into this Pokemon and shuffle your deck. You attach it this way, it is now poisoned. Oh, okay, so that's gonna work with that other card that we saw before. Was it the dangerous? Not the dangerous laser. What was it? That attachment card where it does more damage to the active Pokemon if it's poisoned or something. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing it, but I think Brute Bonnet does the... Yeah, I think it works with Brute Bonnet as well. I think Brute Bonnet from Paradox Rift. Alright, I feel like this pack has to have a hit in it just because it just feels weird. Like, that was a lot of hits early. Alright, we're probably just coping though. We're probably just coping. But we haven't seen alt art yet. We've seen a secret rare. Surely. Surely. Surely not. Alright, so that being said, not a bad pair of boxes in terms of hit spread and hits in general. So when you think about it, so the second box had Okidogi, we're doing it reverse. Reverse Holo Rare, Reverse Holo Energy. Reverum, which is a double. Colress' Tenacity, Full Art, which is another double. Cufant, which adds to the set. And then followed up by Kingdra and a basic energy as doubles again. This is to be expected because we're playing with a relatively small set here. So we've got the Dust Noir, missing the Dusclops. Hopefully we hit that. Base energy, reverse holo energy. Our third dangerous laser energy, and another Okie Dokie. So we've got another 2 pairs to go, but we haven't opened up an alt art yet. And the thing that annoys me about that is I know that there's going to be people out there that are just popping off the entire time. But you know what? It could change when the mini tins come around, or have come around, sorry. And still got 2 more pairs of ETBs to go. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. Catch me in the next one.